day in this neighborhood.
Nice.
Beautiful
It's like you planned it.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Yes, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Tom Hanks is the best.
Portrays everybody's favorite neighbor, of course, Mr. Rogers, in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Biographical film, of course, based on the true story of the real-life friendship between Fred and journalist Tom Janone, who's assigned to do a profile of Mr. Rogers.
So nice.
Nobody better to play that role. Nobody better.
You know, and you're going to hear a great clip from Matthew Rhys, who plays the journalist. Matthew Rhys, of course, on FX's The Americans. He starred with his wife, Carrie Russell, and he portrays a journalist, and he has a great clip that we're going to hear in just a little bit about talking about Tom Hanks, who does that. But you also have, you know, it's a timely story about kindness, empathy, you know, trying to triumph over cynicism and learning about that and kind of making it a better world, which is what he did.
And don't we all need more of that, especially around this time of year, to come together and in general?
And it is. And it's amazing to think that this show and this idea of that kindness, the show happened in 1962.
Wow,
That's when it started. Acceptance and understanding of others, of course. It fought for public television, advocated for children to be heard. We caught up with some of the cast members at TIFF, including Canadian actor Enrico Colantoni, who plays Bill Eisler, who was the president and CEO of the Fred Rogers production company. And he told us about, you know, Fred's messages and how it still holds up today, even more than 30 years after the show had originally aired.
I think we as humanity have a messed up way of asking for love. The human element is how does one ask for? We all want it. That's why I don't think, yes, it's relevant today the way it would be relevant in 50 years or from now or 50 years ago. It's the same truth that we as humanity don't know how to ask for the very thing we all want. We'll look for it in the wrong places. We'll ask for it in messed up ways. We'll do too many things that aren't good for us, but it's all a cry for love me.
So
true.
Profound. And we love Enrico. He's such a great actor. He's so good in this film as well. Here's a fun fact for you. Tom Hanks and Fred Rogers. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Turns out they're related.
What?
Come on. Because
How
everyone's like, he totally transforms into Mr. Rogers in this. According to Ancestry.com, the two are sixth cousins. So they share a great grandfather.
Oh, that's a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch.
So they're also related to Kevin Bacon, as we all learned. That's the whole 6 degrees up. Come on now. Come on.
And you know what? Everyone that works with Tom Hanks said that he's just incredible. And they just have nothing but great things to say about him. And here's the cast talking about Tom as Fred Rogers.
There are actors out there that would be too intimidating to approach. He's not one of them. He is royalty. He is absolute royalty. Having worked with him and how he presents himself and how he goes to work and the energy he brings, no actor in the world has any excuse to act like a diva. Nobody. Because if that guy still brings his heart and his soul every day and asks the director, what do you think of this? Should I do this? Did you get what you need? As long as you're happy. It's like, that's Tom Hanks, ladies and gentlemen.
He captures the essence of him without mimicking him. It's funny, when you say Fred Rogers and Tom Hanks, it almost elicits the same response in a number of Americans. When you say it's about Fred Rogers, they go, oh, and it goes played by Tom Hanks, and they go, oh. So you go, oh, they got it incredibly right. It's, you know, America's father being played by America's father.
He is America's sweetheart.
That was the clip I was telling you about, Matthew Rhys, America's father, played by America's father. He's great. And he's on the bucket list, you said, for interviews, for sure.
I want to meet him so badly, and that's all you hear is that he's the nicest guy.
We got to hear from the man himself. Tom Hanks caught up with him at TIFF, and he's just so lovely. Check it out.
He had the 3 secrets to happiness was be kind, be kind, and be kind. I think kindness can become something like a buzzword that ends up being diminished by the fact that its spelling or what it means. But honestly, I think what it means is if you give everybody a fair shake, if you understand that the person that is serving you or pumping your gas or is trying to come out and fix your pipes might have had just as bad a day as you had, that's just kindness. There is something about that opening phrase that it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and it's always because we're together.
It's a
That one
beautiful
perfect
day.
clip. He motivates you, he
Yeah.
inspires, and you want to cry.
You do.
He's like the epitome of all things good and kind.
It's comes down to that simple basic be nice to everyone. Be the way you want to be treated, treat others that way.
Golden rule, my friend.
Get your red sweaters out. Friday, Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is when it's hitting theaters.
I'm
It's going to
seeing
be
that
so
one.
great. I can't wait.
I want to take my mama.
Yeah. that'd be
Thanks,
sweet.
Dee. Right now, over to Melanie Ng upstairs in the newsroom.